One glass of champagne.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Here today I am starting in a very beautiful bar in a very gorgeous hotel for Christmas decorations. So I figured I started off with a drink inside and show you the Christmas decorations immediately after I finish this drink. I already paid for it as quick as possible in order to continue on with the show. So let me know where you're tuning in from, and Merry Christmas Eve to everyone watching. Thank you so much for tuning in this past year of adventures through Greece, all throughout the Greek islands, all the way to Italy and to Ireland. It's been such a massive blast visiting all these wonderful places. So let me know, how do you celebrate Christmas? I know I have people watching from all different types of religious backgrounds and countries around the world. So you might celebrate Christmas in different ways, even if it's a small way. Do let me know. But cheers. Here I have a Tahitian cocktail made with the vanilla syrup, gin, and a few other ingredients, egg whites. So this is kind of a little bit of a Christmas vibe cocktail over here. So cheers. And right now I'm in the bar of the Peninsula Hotel. Ooh, that's a good cocktail. That's a very good cocktail. Now the price matches because this is a $27 cocktail and I am in the middle of 5th Avenue, and that's why it's $27. But it's worth it to show you the decorations because they are epic. And I want to give a shout out to Kay for gifting me this cozy cardigan that is straight from Ireland, 100% wool. So thank you so much, Kay, for this cozy cardigan for Christmassy day here today. Let me show you the vibes. I really love the decorations here. So beautiful, beautiful bar inside the Peninsula Hotel, which is a historic hotel here as well. We got plenty of Christmas ornamentation right over here. People are having their Christmas drinks today. And I'm having the cocktail. You can see egg whites, very creamy cocktail. And right there is 5th Avenue. And we have the 5th Avenue Presbyterian Church right next to us. But wait, there's more in this hotel. The lobby of this hotel is probably one of the best decorated lobbies I've seen thus far in all of New York City. So I'm so hyped to show this to all of you. Hello Dolores. Dolores, welcome to the live video. I received my Christmas card from you today in Belfast. Oh, Dolores, I'm so glad you received my Christmas card in Belfast. I'll be working tomorrow, so I hope Urbanist enjoy a great day. My pleasure. Hello, George. Hello, Anne. Hello, Marina. Hello, S. Fields. Merry Christmas, Ron. Net, nice to see you here. Russia, nice to see you here. Hello, Kay. Thanks for the card. It was very appropriate. I'm so glad you enjoyed the card. And Kay, thank you so much for the cardigan, the very cozy Irish cardigan that I didn't get to wear in Ireland, but I got to wear right now for this very cold day. Susan, thank you so much for the PayPal. Susan contributed via PayPal recently. Thank you so much. I can't pronounce that. It seems like that is the New Zealand way of saying Merry Christmas. And that's really cool. Let me know what language that is. Is that Maori? Hello Natalia, Feliz Navidad para todo el mundo mirando en español también. Feliz Navidad aquí de Nueva York, tomando un cóctel en la Quinta Avenida a enseñarte las decoraciones más bonitas de todo Nueva York. I'm here drinking a cocktail on 5th Avenue, about to show you the most beautiful decorations of Christmas. So the way I usually celebrate Christmas is with family. I have family based here in New York. And we have a Christmas dinner, and we usually go to the movie theaters. And that has been our Christmas tradition ever since I was a very little kid. I rarely go over Puerto Rico for Christmas. I used to do that when I was much younger. And we basically do the same tradition over there, but instead of a dinner, it'll be dinner, party, and then the movie. So that is my tradition. Let me know what's your tradition. This year I'm watching Matrix Resurrections. Hello Susie, nice to see you. Hello Judy from Brea, nice to see you here. Hello Bob, welcome to the live video. Ron says, Ariel, watching you on my Christmas dinner. Oh, Ron, enjoy your Christmas dinner. Today, Nader and I are celebrating 25th wedding anniversary. Nader, happy 25th at wedding anniversary. That is awesome. Let me know what color that is. Is that silver or copper? Or silver, copper, and gold. So that's an awesome anniversary. Christmas. Wow, it's so awesome you got married on Christmas. Thank you so much for sharing that photo of both of you on your wedding day. That's so epic that you were dressed as Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Really the most epic thing. So shout out to Mater and Nader for their anniversary today on Christmas Eve. They have been watching for a very long time. Nader has been watching a very long time on Facebook, and Mater, N8R, have been watching a very long time on YouTube. I have the turkey stuffed and the bacon cooking for tomorrow. Ooh, cool. Okay. Merry Christmas, says Andreas. Are you drinking? Indeed I am. I'm drinking a cocktail, a Tahitian cocktail here at the Peninsula Hotel Bar, which is gorgeous. I love the vibes. This is super New York vibes. I showed you Margaritaville, which was not New York vibes in the very least. And I showed you, now today I'm showing you proper New York City vibes for a hotel. Maybe one day I'll cover one of these hotels here on 5th Avenue. The reason I actually covered Margaritaville was by happenstance. I reached out to another hotel on 5th Avenue. I won't say their name because I hope to cover them in the near future. But they're closed at the moment. They're not really fully open. So it was bad timing, and they redirected me towards Margaritaville, which was the craziest kind of transition. Hey, Asfields. Oh, Asfields do feel better. Hello, Hasu. All right, I got a little bit more of my cocktail left. What's in the cocktail that makes it so expensive? Not much. It's just the location. I'm right here by 5th Avenue, and the bar is gorgeous. It's one of the most classic historic hotels that are very expensive. So yeah, not much. And this is the bar. So yeah, not much for the cocktails. Nothing specific. This easily can be found as a $15 to $18 cocktail anywhere. You're paying for the location and the vibes. The vibes are very elegant, super elegant. I'm here on an off day because not that many people are not that many people are in New York City during Christmas Eve, unless if entire families visit, which we have a few in front of us. Gabby, Merry Christmas from Argentina. Oh, Feliz Navidad. It's so hot today, yeah. I can only imagine the Southern Hemisphere having hot Christmases. It's really delicious. I mean, it's a high price, you're paying for the location, but on its own, it's a really delicious cocktail. So I do recommend the bar if you want to splurge or really impress a date during Christmas specifically, because we're about to see the lobby. What's the next country you want to visit? United Kingdom. Country would be specifically England, Wales, and Scotland. France, and I would love to visit. I would love to go back to Ireland. So those three countries: United Kingdom, Ireland, and France. Netherlands, I would love to go, but Netherlands keeps changing rules all the time, so I'm still not yet comfortable with thinking about Netherlands in the near future. Doreen says, "Are you catching a buzz?" A little bit. It's not a super strong cocktail. It's not like a Negroni. It has some mixer in here. Cheers, everyone. One last sip. Oh, that was a good cocktail. Good, fast cocktail. I recommend coming here. It's really fun. All right, let's walk. I gotta put on my jacket and everything.
Next day should be winter.
J'aurais adoré être auteur, parce que les gens qui lisent.
Ah oui, le nez, là, d'un partenaire.
Winter starts, winter ends, and then the next day.
Thank you so much. Amazing cocktail. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
And this was the bar, simply called Peninsula Bar. Hi. To Europe on Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. But wow. Decorations. Apartment, no, not the diner, no. Marina wants a Christmas tree. I'll do my best, Marina. You can have a few of them. There's a few Christmas trees. There's the one I just showed. There's this one, the main one. There's two little other ones. Look at this. This is opulence in the best New York City way. Look at that gigantic chandelier. I'll show you the old school elevators. We're in a historic landmark building. This is the building itself is stone, and they have beautiful facade as well. Marble, too. And look at that. I'm in love. Oh, I'm glad I had a drink in here for Christmas Eve to show this all of you. Their rooftop bar is closed, so I think they only have the bar open and the restaurant, which is nice. So the reason I was a little bit late, I had an emergency with a lost card that I had to quickly lock. But beyond that, I was trying to find a place to show you hot chocolate, but I couldn't because all the places that are good for hot chocolate were closed. I had to find somewhere else. And I was going to go to the rooftop bar, but the rooftop bar was closed. So do keep in mind, if you come here on holidays, Christmas Eve and Christmas, there are some things open, but you will have a small choice. It's not gonna be everything's open.
Thank you so much.
So Costi joining in sponsoring the cocktail. Thank you so much. It's made by Peter. Raisabos. Wow. That's kind of a Basquiat style. Old school. Really? Bad service, sorry about that, everyone. I gotta do adjustment to my jacket, so let me leave you with the views for a little bit. Breathtaking. Look at the details in that roof, the ceiling. With Corinthian columns. Oh, I found my next facial hairstyle right here. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave, but I must. The show must go on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's photobomb this lovely family. Okay. The show must go on. I did not want to leave. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous hotel. Let me walk a little bit further away from it. This is the Peninsula, located right on the heart of 5th Avenue and 55th Street. 5th and 55th. Just remember, 55555. All the fives. Right here. Gorgeous place. Oh my God. J. Henry is starting to look like Christmas. That's where I had my drink. Right here. Like right there. Yeah, that window. There we go. That's where I had my drink. No, sorry, this window. That's where I had my drink. Hey, Wendy! Susie says you were mesmerized. I am mesmerized, yeah. Susie. Christo says the Peninsula rocks. Yeah, highly recommend coming to the Peninsula. Anyone can walk in, but if you want to feel a little bit more comfortable, have a drink, and then do your exploration. Maybe pro tip, actually, for a place like this, you know, yeah, you can walk in. It might feel a little bit uncomfortable because there's people in the front, but generally in hotel lobbies you can always walk in. But if you want to feel a little bit more comfortable, go have yourself a drink at the bar, and as you're having your drink, leave your jacket and stuff and go explore the lobby. Don't worry, your stuff will be safe. Just carry your valuables with you, and then go explore the lobby so you won't be dragged down with your jacket. And I think that's the best thing that you can do in order to explore this beautiful lobby in peace. How tall is the Peninsula? It's pretty tall. I think 15 stories, 20 stories. About 15. And we have decorations right here as well, and they're beautiful scaffolding. Danny, hello. Much better than the Best Western, says Ambrose. Yeah. Indeed it is better than the Best Western. So now we are on 5th. There are not a lot of people who are staying at the Plaza. Yeah. Plaza is one of the few hotels where, yeah, it's a bit hard to explore because they generally do not allow people to just stroll in. Ron says, but what if you only wore a jacket? That would be a very poor choice on your end to just wear a plain jacket, nothing more. Ludo says, New York sounds busy. Yeah, well, yeah. New York is busy. Starting to look like Christmas. Did you knit your new hat, says Susie? No, I did not knit my new hat. It was gifted to me a few Christmases ago. I rarely wear it because I'm rarely wearing this much orange and tan. But today combined well with all the elements. With Kay's cardigan sweater made from Irish wool to the shirt I'm wearing underneath, Urbanist orange. Are there any Motel 6s nearby? Just asking for prices. So, I went to the Margaritaville yesterday. It was only $150 a night for the Margaritaville hotel. I don't think a lot of people realize. A lot of people were saying in the comments, oh my God, it's $500. That's going to be very expensive. It's only $150. For New York standards, that's very inexpensive. However, if you do want to stay more on the budget, just stay a little bit more towards the Nomad area or into the Times Square area, and you'll have pretty, I would say, affordable lodging, especially if you're sharing the room with someone else. If you're solo, then yeah, it might get expensive, but then again, if you really are on a tight budget, you might have to look into hostels or Airbnbs outside in the outer boroughs. Raul says una Navidad caliente. So it was a white Christmas Eve, but then it all melted. I was hoping to show you some snow, but it all melted quickly in about 2 hours after I woke up. Raúl, sí, una Navidad caliente esta vez. Ooh, I like this vibe. The jazz player playing under the sunlit streets of New York. The sun glistening on the asphalt. Honking taxis whizzing by. And the murmurings of people coming from all around the world as they celebrate Christmas in New York. Oh, this city. The city that never sleeps. And the city that has magic on every corner. Now that's New York. Thank you, Jay Hendricks. Thank you for the final line. Now that's New York. Sarah says, keep on walking. Sarah, sometimes you gotta stop in the middle of your gallivanting through the city in order to just enjoy the vibes that will be seared into your mind for years to come. This is more priceless than a photograph. This is more priceless than any type of selfie in front of any type of decoration. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why travel is so wonderful. Moments like these. Looking out, listening to some jazz. Beautiful. Amazing plane. Happy holidays.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Merry Christmas. As Phil says, Ariel, now I'm emotional. Thank you. My pleasure. Mystic says, well, I'll be streaming long. This will be probably an hour stream. 30 minutes left. Hila says, can you translate why Sam in Spanish? Sí, yo puedo traducir. Esta es la razón que vale la pena visitar Nueva York, a viajar. No es siempre caminando, no siempre estando cogiendo fotos y selfies frente de sitios famosos, pero que vale la pena en términos de viaje, quedándote aquí en un lugar oyendo la música de jazz en una ciudad tan preciosa. So basically I just said the same thing I just said before in Spanish. Beautiful. He's taking a break. He seems to have been playing for a while. Hey, Dutch Moz, nice to see you here. Welcome. Small things in life are those that are engraved forever in your memory, says Panajotes. Indeed, I agree. Wow, that was a good cocktail. I feel so good after that cocktail. It's -1 in Edinburgh. Oh my God, Susie. It got cold in Scotland. Bob sent 1,000 stars. Thank you so much, Bob, for the generous stars. Facebook is doubling stars for these final few days, so that is the equivalent of basically $20. So thank you so much, Bob. Bob has sent a massive super chat. If I missed any other stars, do let me know. Thank you so much for the stars and the super chats as well. Church is closed. Oh no. Unfortunately. It's like most people there are tourists. Indeed, yeah. Most people are tourists. As I mentioned, a lot of these New Yorkers in Manhattan nowadays, especially in this area, Midtown and below, kind of going back to other places, going and visiting their families elsewhere. Hey, where do you get your glasses from? Warby Parker. Atif. Warby Parker is the name of the company. Virginia says, you're choosing to do live video over your family? How dare you? I'm dramatizing, of course. Virginia. I'm based in New York. My family's based in New York. Luckily, I can do both. So no, it's not one or the other. I can do it all. You ever seen watch the show Hawkeye? You'll see how possible it is to do it all. In that show, that man fights crime, destroys a crime syndicate, trains a new fellow superhero, and is just in time for Christmas to celebrate with his family. Susie says, I just cut Gary's hair. It was meant to look like your haircut, but let's say it's different. Oh no, Susie. Pro tip, use a electric razor for the sides. Hello, Jason. Nice to see you here. Andreas, welcome. Sylvia says Hawkeye was great. Yeah, if you want to watch an amazing series for Christmas, watch it. It's a very current New York City Christmas series. And right here we see the Citibank building. What used to be a Citibank building. That's another company. Right there, perfectly framed in the street. Wow, it's kind of cool. I've shown this before. 53rd Street. Perfectly framing. If you want to do some last minute shopping, you can come here to Uniqlo. Doreen says nothing better than Christmas in New York. Oh yes, Doreen. Christmas in New York is worth it. Jan says, my old Rolex building. Oh, Janice used to work at Rolex. Hey, Gary, nice to see you here. Hello, John. Hello, Janice. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We have a few Genesis tuning in. Hello, Kay. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Carmen. Mulaney. Hey, Mulaney. How are you doing? Well. Michelle and the Loca family. Welcome. Welcome, Susan. Merry Christmas. Janice is tuning in from. The other Janice loves Cartier. Ooh, very cool. Yeah, Cartier is gorgeous. Always decorated, very gorgeous. They used to have a gigantic panther, but not this year. Oh, you do? Hey. Oh, awesome. Oh, thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas to you too. No worries at all. Thank you so much. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Are you from New York yourself?
I am. I've lived for 21 years, January 1st.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. All right, awesome. Merry Christmas. Have a good day. All right, shout out to a viewer from TikTok. Dressed really well. Someone left a super chat. Mulaney, ooh, wow, very kind. $19, $20 super chat. Thank you so much for the very kind $20 super chat. I appreciate you, Mulaney. Everyone, a round of hearts to Mulaney. We have a few kind super chatters, contributors. Susie sent 1,000 stars, a different Susie. We have a different Susie tuning in. Welcome, thank you so much for the other 1,000 stars. Also a $20 super chat, because Facebook is doubling those stars. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Janice Flanagan, we have a few Janices tuning in. Janice just became a member for 8 months. It's been 8 months since Janice has been a member on YouTube, but she's also a member on other platforms. Thank you so much, Janice. Oh, we have a lot of announcements. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate that. Ooh, so St. Patrick is open. Let's go to St. Patty's. It's the Bushwick Susie. Oh, okay. Sorry, Kay spelled it with an I, so I thought it was a different Susie. Thank you so much, Susie, Bushwick Susie, for tuning in for the 1,000 stars. That's so kind of you. Laura says, aren't you Jewish? What makes you think that? No, despite my name, I am not Jewish. Ariel is also a common name for Hispanics. For male Latin American men. Yes, that's what. Move away. Here, wait for the intersection. Laura says, oh, okay, sorry. Laura, I will not be partaking in the tradition of eating Chinese food tomorrow. Though, that does sound like a fun tradition. For any New Yorker Jewish people who tune in, you might know that there's the Jewish Christmas. I'm not sure if it's probably celebrated in other parts of America, where Jewish people go out and their families go out to have some Chinese food or order from takeout. S. Field says Ariel converted to urbanism in his late teens. The religion of urbanism. Susie says Ariel's part Scottish though. Christoph asks, Bushwick Susie, when will we see you in one of Ariel's live streams? We were very close to seeing Susie one live stream. Maybe one day.
Yeah,
Murad, nice to see you here. Esfiel says Ariel worships the gods of good coffee. Oh yes, indeed. Those are great deities to pay tribute to. Joe says, Merry Christmas, Ariel, aka Spider-Man. Shh. You gotta keep my identity secret. Oh, we got Frank, Bob, and friends. Susie on Facebook from Bushwick says, I'm too shy. Joe said 950 stars. Thank you so much, Joe, for basically the $18. I appreciate you, Joe. Thank you so much. Joe, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let's go into St. Patrick's. Let's see if we can find the baby Jesus. Rainer, nice to see you here. Rainer, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Merry Christmas. I'm having Chinese food tomorrow, sis. Oh, cool. Awesome. Let us know for any of the... For the non-Christian viewers. Janice, thank you so much for a $5 super chat. Appreciate you. For non-Christian viewers, let us know. Oh, how do you celebrate Christmas? I'm so curious. Oh, don't stop with that piano. Welcome to St. Patrick's Cathedral. The one, the only, the most magnificent. Yes. Exactly what I needed. Morgan says, I will go on Facebook just to give you a present because you're a star. Oh, thank you so much, Morgan. I appreciate that. Thank you. The time has come. They have a live feed, which is nice. People sitting there in this area. Alright. Can the organ player please play Star Wars theme, please? Kay says it's music to music plays to announce Ariel's arrival. I would love to have just like a personal organist and have that personal organist just follow me around all the time. And every time I walk into a new restaurant or a party, so our live stream just starts playing like that. Ariel has arrived. If you are an organist, please do reach out. I'm looking for a personal organist. Muda says they should play the music of Interstellar. I agree. Please play Cornfields, Mr. Organist. Mass is indeed at midnight here, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a mass. And the baby Jesus will be placed upon his proper carriage. Craig says, Merry Christmas from Scotland. Thank you so much, Craig. Thank you so much for tuning in from Scotland. Let me know, how do I say Merry Christmas in Scots? Probably very similar, but let me know. So everyone, there is a mass here at midnight. As Janice said, it is open to everyone. There has been major appearances before by top clergy members. I think the Cardinal comes here, definitely. The Cardinal Dolan. Or Dolan, sorry. I'm pronouncing it very Spanish. Janice says they check bags and ask you to mask up. Yep, yeah. They do check bags. Joe says in Scotland they say Merry Christmas with bagpipes. Indeed they do. Alright. Let's see if the baby Jesus is still here. Danny, thank you so much for Tojo 60 stars. Appreciate it. Uh-oh. The baby Jesus is missing. Where has the baby Jesus gone? We have a guest appearance by Action Kid.
How are you?
Hey, man.
Merry Christmas.
I'm doing well. Merry
Haven't seen
Christmas
you
to
in a
you
while.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
How are you doing?
We're here. People wanted to see us stay together.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this angle.
Yeah.
Oh, where are you exploring today?
Rockefeller Center. I think I'm going to Times Square.
Oh, very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. I saw that you went over to the suburbs.
Yeah, I did Valley Stream.
Oh, that's so cool.
Mhm.
How was that?
It was pretty cool. It was some nice decorations there. I didn't expect.
Oh yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Everyone.
Ariel's chat.
This is Action Kid. He's a fellow live streamer. He explores New York City and many other places around the U.S. and soon the world, I hope.
Yeah, hope.
I hope you branch out to Europe or to other parts of South
see.
America. That's also been, how's your live stream today?
Pretty good. I went up to Central Park and then I pretty much came back here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. And you're about to go to Rockefeller?
Yeah.
I'm about to do the same. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So you can see two perspectives if you want to see side by side. All right, man, I'll let you be.
Yeah, take care.
Take care.
Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas.
I'll see you. Maybe we should arrange something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And have a great time with your family. What do you usually do with your family?
Yeah, we'll have a nice dinner and we'll hang out. Maybe we'll see some old movies or something.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
cool. Oh, that's awesome to hear. Oh, awesome, man.
All right, take care, Ariel.
Alright, so Action Kid, shout out to him around the parts. Great New York City live streamer. Oh, let's go around the back, actually. back is open this time. So they're getting ready to broadcast the event. It's all live streamed late at night, so you can watch it. I think there's a television broadcast and there's also a live stream, so you can check it out. Look at the massive camera. Edmo says, "What's the name of the church?" Patrick's Cathedral. Very extensive setup, and they have a very extensive audio setup. Look at the soundboard. Rebel says, "Can they play some Metallica?" I'm sure a good organist can. For Christmas? Well, that's a different story. Here they're coming out with the tripods. Joseph says, "Am I the only one who enjoys seeing tech?" I love it. I'm seeing the live streaming setup. So here is a private chapel. If you really do want to worship in peace, this is the place to go. It's a lot quieter. They don't allow people really to come in with photos and video. Hey, Kevin came over for Action Kid. Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Right below here, we have the crypts. The crypts have a few major archbishops buried, and the man who just may become saint is buried here, right down there. He's very close to becoming saint. Okay, so across from the cathedral, there is the gigantic Atlas carrying the world on his shoulders and really struggling to do so. And it's directly in front of St. Patrick's Cathedral, which people for a very long time thought it was a riff or kind of a jab at the Catholic Church. Because the people who built Rockefeller Center were most likely Protestant, and they were also more into capitalism and more earthly matters like commerce. So apparently the Protestants who built Rockefeller Center were kind of jabbing at St. Patrick's by putting Atlas, which is more of a pagan figure, right in front of the cathedral. So in retaliation, no one knows this if it is 100% sure, but for some reason the Catholic Church decided to place this boy for many, many decades facing directly towards Atlas in the middle of this church. And Atlas is carrying the huge world on his shoulders, but this boy is carrying the world just casually in his hand. Almost like if it's no big deal. And that used to be facing Atlas, but no longer. And no one knows if the Catholic Church did that on purpose. Maybe they did. Maybe it was pure coincidence. John, get well soon, John. here's the American New York version of the Pieta. Pieta, of course. Michelangelo did not make the original Pieta. There has been Pietas for many, many years prior to him. And the Pieta is basically Jesus Christ upon the lap in the hands of his mother, the Virgin Mary. Yeah. That tree is new. Paul, you say it's pronounced Piata. Piata. That sounds so weird. I'm gonna call it Pieta. It's a good Pieta sandwich. Janice says after being taken down from the cross. Oh, thank you so much, Janice. Where's the baby Jesus? If anyone knows, let us know. Where is the baby Jesus? We gotta find the baby Jesus. Wouldn't that make a great premise for a very highly blasphemous children movie? Where a group of young kids, some rabble-rousers who grew up in the 5th Avenue mansion, decide to get together one day and make a heist, but their heist is actually to steal the baby Jesus before Christmas Eve. And then the mass happens and there's no baby Jesus. What is the cardinal to do? And hilarity ensues. It'll be a very blasphemous children's holiday movie. I've always wanted to go up one of these. So traditionally, baby Jesus is in the manger until midnight. Yes, yeah, that's true, yeah. Linda, this is St. Patrick's Cathedral. BP says, I'm so glad you're live today. Your program is a great companion. Oh, I'm so glad. Rebel says, go up and shout, hear ye, hear ye. Lou says, give up a speech there. I would love to give a sermon. You know, I'm not a member of the clergy, but I would love to give a sermon. I think it will be the coolest thing. Sermon on the virtues of urbanism. Or let's see, should I do on the virtues of urbanism or on the virtues of drinking copious amounts of coffee? Or should it be on the virtues of the pastry and donut diet? Let me know. What do you vote for? I can do a sermon on one of those three upon that. What is that area called? It has a specific name. The little area where the priest can go on. Robert says you give sermons every day with your live streams. In a way I do, yes, in a way I do. Kim sent 500 stars. Oh my God, Kim, thank you so much for the 500. That's so kind of you. Pulpit, thank you so much. So I can do one of those sermons on the pulpit, on the virtues of urbanism, on the virtues of copious amounts of coffee, on the virtues of the pastry and donut diet. Kathy, thank you so much for the 500 stars. Facebook is doubling them, so that's $10. Thank you so much. Linda sent 200 stars. Thank you so much. It's $4. Thank you so much. Huh, I got in scot-free. Take us all with you into the confessional. All right, let's go to the gift shop. Oh, I actually have to. I gotta buy something. Zap says Ariel's live streams are therapy to the soul. I'm glad. And I want this hat. Do I have to become Pope in order to get this hat? Is that really the lengths I need to go to? Because I want that hat. I want to wear that hat. Let me know. For any of the experts on Catholicism, to let me know what kind of lengths do I have to go to wear that hat. The Galero. Some holy water. If you ever want some holy water to go, there you go. And the gift shop. Cool gifts here, actually. And there's some postcards and things like that, which I do recommend. Ron says, take a pic I haven't made. Andrea says, maybe become a saint. Saints have to be dead. I mean, it ain't worth it. I want to enjoy the hat. in the coffin. Do they sell t-shirts there? No, I don't think they have t-shirts, but they do have a gift store. So that gift store, the one inside the church, is tiny, but just go on the other side. We're on right now on 50th. Go on 51st and you'll see a gift shop much bigger. I'm not sure if they have t-shirts, but they have a lot more different things that you can get. And it's a lot more spacious, and you can take more sweet time looking at all the different souvenirs that you can get. Of course, it's all Catholic themed. But yeah, there's a lot of cool things there. I end up giving a fellow Mega Urbanist a Christmas card. Oh, 3 Mega Urbanist Christmas cards from over here. It's very pretty. When I hear music in the church, it makes me want to stand up. Yeah, because if for people who aren't familiar with the Catholic religion, in Mass, when they start playing that type of music, it's the cue to stand up. Joe says Ariel's already the Pope of Greenwich Village. That sounds like a great name for a memoir. The Pope of Greenwich Village. So I would go down here and show you another beautiful Christmas tree. But I hate to break it to all of you, that Christmas tree is no longer. It isn't up there. It was the Christmas tree of the hotel's name is escaping my mind right now. Someone remind me. A hotel right behind St. Patrick's. It's me, says, it's me, Aman says, is anyone Indian here? There's a lot of Indians in New York. I myself am not Indian, but there's a lot of them all around the city. Alright, let's cross.
Go.
Rebel says I'm Bangladeshi, but I'm from Queens. Hey, cool. You're in Queens. Yes, that's awesome, Rebel. The Palace Hotel, thank you so much. That's feels. The Palace Hotel, ladies and gentlemen. It used to have a beautiful Christmas tree, but no longer this year, which is a sad, sad moment in New York City history. Though it is featured in the Hawkeye series. Apparently it's owned by the crime boss Kingpin in the Daredevil series also. So. Lot New York Palace, thank you so much. Not Lot, Lot New York Palace. Yeah, it's owned by a Korean company. And here we are at the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. No worries. Here at the Rockefeller Christmas tree. If you want to see the light show of Saks Fifth Avenue, just watch my video from 2 days ago. Kelly says it's also in Gossip Girl. Yeah, XOXO Gossip Girl. All right, wish me luck if there's a cell phone reception moving down here. So this Christmas tree is actually featured in the final episode of Hawkeye. I won't tell you much more, but it is a prominent location for that final episode. So if you want to see some great Christmas vibes, binge watch Hawkeye. There's also New York City Christmas recommendations for this year. So music is playing. To stay with the Christmas spirit. So much patrons for your support by pressing that join button and going to patreon.com/urbanist button, or everyone who contributed individually via super chats, PayPals, and stars. Thank you so much. Round of hearts, all of you. Susan says just watched the end last night. Oh, so glad you watched. Which one? Hawkeye or Dash and Lonely? So glad you watched and enjoyed it. That's awesome to hear. Susie says, grab one of those angels for your tree. I'll do my best. Susie. So this is Christmas, everyone. Leanne with a very lovely $20 super chat. Leanne from Galway. Thank you so much, Leanne. Happy Christmas from Ireland. Thank you so much, Leanne. That's a very generous €20 super chat. Thank you so much. I hope you and your family are enjoying a wonderful Christmas. You and the Griffin family. Love it. Thank you. Back in Ireland. Oh, there's a great TV show set in New York City called Only Murders in the Building. Yeah, it is. It's not specifically Christmas. Do check it out. It's also a great series. Watching the... Oh, so cool. Let's move away. Okay. Can you count the Christmas lights? A few hour live stream. So bad cell phone reception, everyone. So sorry. Cafe Grumpy has a little. So I would recommend Cafe Grumpy right over here. They have some drip coffee. So yeah, bad cell phone reception during this time of year. There's a program or a lot of things. Wow, look at this police officer. It looks so cool. What's that? He's a real police officer, right? That's so cool. If any police experts, do let us know. Why is this police officer dressed so cool with the leather jacket and everything? That's awesome. And boots and everything. Let me know what is there a type of squad that wears this? SVL says too much coffee. I'm gonna have coffee myself, but not. I don't like drip coffee too much. I like some espresso or a pour over. Madame says he's part of the SS. Well, yes, the SS did have a very similar outfit, but no, that is a NYPD officer. He looks like one of the village people. Indeed, he does too. It is that's why I'm extra curious as to why he's wearing that outfit. That's Highway Patrol, says Joe. Is it? Ask him, says Jacqueline. Police officers are a bit scary here in New York, in the U.S. Highway Patrol officer. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, interesting. Highway Patrol. There's a leather jacket. Looks like a motorcycle cop. Ah, that's why. Highway Patrol on motorcycle. So we get closer, but there's not. We're gonna have a lot less service. Getting too close. Wow, Stephen Foltz has left a $20 super chat. It says Merry Christmas from Sarasota, Florida. My dad passed away this year. We would watch your Sunday afternoon video live chats. Oh no, Stephen. My condolences to your dad. I'm glad you guys both watched the show together and enjoyed it. My condolences, everyone. Round of hearts for Stephen and his family. May you feel better. Hopefully you're spending time with some type of family during this holiday. Thank you so much for the super chat from Rockefeller Center. So here we have 30 Rockefeller. Someone earlier said, watch out for Kate Bishop. Excuse me, watch out for Kate Bishop. Yeah, main character of Hawkeye. Really cool action scene takes place here. Kevin! Hey, Josie. Kevin says, hi, say hi to Tammy and Chrissy. Tammy and Chrissy, welcome from Rockefeller Center. Thank you so much for $5 super chat. Welcome to the greatest city in the world for Christmas, in my opinion, here in New York City. Help yourself to that tree, says Susie. I'll do my best. It'll be hard to fit in my backpack. Max says in the 70s, Transit had similar leather, but they looked like SS, so they stopped wearing them. Oh, yeah, I kind of do remember that from, it's depicted in some 70s films. Dr. Tachi, Merry Christmas. Dr. Tachi, thank you so much for tuning in. It's a lot of stuff here. Beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Ludo! Oh, we have another super chatter. Ludo with the €5 super chat says we're drinking now a glass of champagne and toasting to all the fellow urbanists. Merry Christmas from Christine and Ludo. Christine and Ludo, thank you so much for the €5 super chat. A toast to you as well for tuning in on this Christmas Eve. Hope you and your family are doing well. Christine and Ludo, thank you so much. That's so awesome of you. Janet says, blessed to all those who lost their family. My mom left us in December 2020. My dad's birthday was the 25th of December 1919. Oh no, Janice. I know that I gave my condolences before, but hope you're doing well this holidays. Hope you're spending with some family. Christoph just became a member. We have a new super urbanist here, Christoph. Thank you so much, Christoph. Everyone, a round of hearts for Christoph for just becoming a new super urbanist. Thank you so much.
1 minute to print it, guys. Read it twice.
I like that these photographers are in good vibes. Peter from Germany, welcome. Wilmy, nice to see you here. If anyone else became a member during this time, do let me know, or a patron, do let me know. So many lights on this tree, and someone said it should have ornaments. I think it should have ornaments. I do agree. It would be nice to see this with ornaments for 1 year at least. The amount of lights, you can actually find them online. They usually have those stats. The top is made with Swarovski crystals. Let's see if they have the Swarovski crystal booth this year. Usually it's right over here. Esfiel says the holidays can be rough. You guys are alone and you got Esfiel's, yeah.
Nice.
Esfiel's makes a good point. Holidays can be rough. Because usually people spend with family, and if you lost a close family member, it's a bit rough. So my best wishes, my heart is with all those people all around. Here's a nice little beer garden. You can grab yourself a nice, you can grab yourself beer and wine over here. Probably have a few cider drinks. Mark P says, there's an American Girl. My girls will love to go in. I'll show you from the outside. I think for obvious reasons, it might be very awkward for a man in his 30s to walk inside an American Girl store with a camera, but I'll show it to you from the outside. But if you have any favorite New York City Live female streamers, do ask them if they can show you inside. Esfiel says, why? Well, I think it might be obvious to many people. If I had kids myself, then maybe it would be a lot less awkward. But on my own, yeah, that would be weird. Can you use the password at NBC Studios? Not the Hollywood set password, no. Ron. Tony sent 158 Hong Kong dollars. Thank you so much. I don't know how much that translates into the US, but thank you so much for the 158 Hong Kong dollars. That's so generous of you, Tony. Hope you're having a great celebration over there in Hong Kong. Let me know, how do they celebrate in Hong Kong? What's the main Christmas celebration? There has to be something, because there was some British influence for many, many decades. Lucy, thank you for sharing this up. Lucy sent over 5 Canadians wrapped up in gifts hopefully with some holes poked through across the border over here. Thank you so much, Lucy, for sending over 5 Canadians. I appreciate that. Aaron has sent $15. Oh, that's so kind of you, Aaron. You were the first live streamer I watched in New York City because of restrictions from the pandemic, and you brought the city to me. So thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you so much, Aaron. That's so kind of you. $15. Thank you so much. That's so awesome. All right, let me show you a little bit more of American. I think one of those blinks says Ron. Yeah, that tends to happen sometimes. They blink out of nowhere. Enki, we will not get into that topic. It's much more complicated. Isn't KFC a tradition in Asian countries? It's a tradition in, I think in China and in Japan. Wow, Keith is with a 10-pound super chat. 10 pounds. Merry Christmas, Ariel. Thank you for all the live streams this year. You have been great. Thank you so much, Keith, for the 10-pound super chat. That's about $15 US. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So that's the American Girl store. There's a lot of dolls inside there. It's open during Christmas Eve. Do note that some places the times do change. So I think there might be hot chocolate somewhere around here. But we got around and let me know. Tony Loon, oh, thank you so much, Tony, for commenting. Tony Loon says, the way Hong Kong celebrates Christmas is pretty much the same in the US. There's Christmas dinners, Christmas gifts, more commercial oriented. Oh, awesome, Tony. And I assume you guys also celebrate Chinese New Year. So that's awesome. Doubly the celebrations. Well, Chinese New Year is about a month and a half away. You had snow yet in New York City? We did in the morning, but it's all melted. There was a white morning today. Beautiful blanket of snow. And then, poof, it melted away. Barry sent 200 stars. Thank you so much, Barry. I appreciate you, Barry. All right, who wants to investigate if there's hot chocolate? I can't make any promises, but I think there's a hot chocolate bar very close. Actually, speaking of which, here they say free hot chocolate. December 18th. Oh no, we're too late. Why do they still have the sign up if it's December 18th? That is deceiving, ladies and gentlemen. Put the sign away. It's already too late. Did you get to make a snowman? No, well, there's nowhere enough snow for that. You need a nutty Irishman, says Doreen. Ooh, what is that, Doreen? Do let us know. What is a nutty Irishman? I like the sound of that. The Irish were indeed nutty in a good way. Where would this be? I think this would be around. I wish I can cut through. I could cut through again. All right, let's go this way. Yes, KFC is a big tradition in Japan, says MDN. Well, cool, MDN. Marina says, yes, hot chocolate, please. Don't get too excited. Of course, the times do change here in the US for Christmas, but we're going to investigate if there is any. Susie is welcoming everyone to her house for hot chocolate in Edinburgh. Susie, thank you so much for the invite. Melody says, thank you, Ariel, for what you give us all year round. Melody's a mega urbanist. Thank you so much, Melody. I'm so glad you're enjoying the show. What are your plans for Christmas? Food. Lots of it with family. Usually me and my family go off to have dinner, or we have dinner at home. This year we're going out for dinner, and we are also going out to see a film. Usually we always go to the cinema. So the bungalows. If you want a bungalow, you can grab yourself a nice one right here. They have a different name, a booth? I'm not sure. They call them something else. Kevin says, is everything very expensive in New York City? Indeed, yes. You have to pay some taxes on breathing. If you're breathing, you gotta pay. If you walk, you gotta pay. If you drink water, you gotta pay. No, but in all seriousness, there's a massive variety of options here in New York City. And it's one of the few cities in the world, along with London, and there might be a few others, that you can find things very cheap and things very expensive.
You could always do some wandering around the mall.
So FAO Schwarz has a long line. I did visit it last year, so check out those live streams from last year. It was much emptier last year, some parts, so I was able to walk in casually to FAO Schwarz and other places. But then Jota says, if you breathe, you gotta pay. Yeah, you gotta pay. Here's where the Today Show happens, but there was no Today Show today. 80 Christmas markets are in Berlin, says Crystal. Wow, that's a lot. What is the best place to celebrate Christmas in Europe from everyone's experience? Do let us know. I'm very curious. I think the best place in America for Christmas is here, New York. Let us know in Europe, what's the best place? Lego is on 5th Avenue. It is, yeah. Long lines today, so I can't just casually walk in to these stores. There was no lines last year. So times are changing. But this is a fraction of what used to be pre-pandemic. This used to be so packed. There would not be space here on the 22nd or the 23rd or the 24th. 25th is always tends to be a little bit quieter. So if you're coming here for Christmas Day will be pretty chill. Just do watch out. There's not that many places for food open. Where are you headed to now? The last stop, which is hot chocolate, if there is hot chocolate. I'll show you how FAO Shores looks like. Check out the last year's broadcast. I show it pretty much in depth. Joe says, take care. Joe, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. Hope you're feeling better. Best place in Europe is the Swiss mountains, says Enki. Ooh, interesting. Interesting choice. Alright. Well, let's see if this is open. Crossing fingers, crossing fingers. Yes! It's open. Les Maisons du Chocolat. It's open, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going inside. Cue the music. Oh wait, I haven't hired my organist out there. So again, everyone, I'm looking for a private, personal organist to follow me around everywhere so they can play the organ every time I enter a new location. So if you are an organist, do let me know. Roy, thank you so much for the $10 super chat.
Yes, please.
Hi, one hot chocolate, please. What?
Yes.
Oh, hot chocolate.
No more.
No more?
Yeah. I think
What? That was the last one. Just right now. Oh no.
sorry about that.
I'm making a video. Thousands of people are tuning in. Is there any way I could get a hot chocolate? Because it's going to disappoint a lot of people.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Is it possible any way I could get a hot chocolate?
I don't think so. I'll see real quick.
Thank you.
We literally have zero. I am so
no.
sorry. Like none at all.
Oh,
Completely
okay.
drained.
All right, no worries.
sorry about
okay,
that.
have a good day.
All right, have a good one.
Oh, wow. How does a chocolatier run out of hot chocolate? So no, fortunately no chocolate, hot chocolate at a chocolatier. I'm shocked. I assume they're gonna close early, but I'm shocked that they're sold out because it seems like they're not closing out yet. But that's a shame. But let's go to the second option around the corner. That's such a shame. How can you run out of hot chocolate? There's so much chocolate there. Melt something. But nonetheless, let's continue on. Do you need a reservation to go to Cathedral? No, Antor, no. You can just walk in. The Cathedral is free. The only place you really have to pay to walk in is Cathedral St. John the Divine in Uptown. Oh, this line is too long. So this would be the second option. It's going to be too long. But this would be the second option right here, Magnolia Bakery. They also have hot chocolate. I'm not sure how good it is, but they have generally pretty good treats in general, so I do recommend it. Ron says you went there during the snowstorm. Yeah, there was no line during the snowstorm. Lugo says, breaking news, there's a shortage of hot chocolate. So we are fairly close to one more place. Let me know. We're about a 5-minute walk away. Roy, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Appreciate you. I am really, really disappointed that place was still open and somehow they sold 3 other hot chocolates to people there and they ran out exactly when I was there. Really, really disappointed. Let me know if that has happened to you before. Wow, those people online must love cupcakes. Well, it is quite a tourist hotspot, Magnolia Bakery right here. All right, let me know if you want to seek one more option here nearby, if it's open. I'm not sure if it's open at this time. Well, we can check it out. It is about a 5-minute walk away. And Paul says there's another one in Vincent's. Vincent's is a bit too far. I mean, sorry, there's another one in Madison. Madison is a bit too far. But thank you so much for letting us know. Linnea, say hey Linnea, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for watching. Linnea says no chocolate, that's like the worst thing that can happen to a person during peacetime. Indeed it is. Out of Christmas. Soshi says, I think you should walk a little bit faster. You must be new here. We take our sweet time here, Urbanist. No hurry. If you want to see fast walkers, there's a lot of fast walkers out there that do videos. Check out their videos. Here's the Diamond District. Alan says, go to McDonald's for some hot chocolate. Oh no, would not have hot chocolate at McDonald's. Oh no. Venki at Italy. Too far away at the moment, Annette, but thank you so much for the recommendation. Venki is a great location to visit. Hey, Maureen is tuning in. Enjoy a hot drink on me. Oh, thank you so much, Maureen. Holland says, oh, wow, what timing I saw. The Urbanist for this first time you saw me here, exactly here. Thank you for taking the time around the world. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much, Holland. Merry Xmas. Yeah, thank you so much, Holland. I appreciate that for the $5 super chat. And Ariel, you're the executive producer. Thank you so much of the car tours that happen ever so often in New York City. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. That's so kind of you. Thank you. I feel bad for everyone who has to work today, especially the street hawkers. Well, yeah. I mean, no one is forced, obviously. But I assume some people might be in positions where they have to work on a day like today. Morgan said 500 stars. Morgan, thank you so much for 500 stars. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much, Morgan. George says, looking for some Mexican hot chocolate. That is much more rare in New York City. I'm not sure. I don't know of any Mexican hot chocolate places. Morgan, I got you stars. Morgan, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate that. Maureen says enjoy all. Thank you so much, Maureen. Maureen, thank you so much for 50 stars. Susie says, let's go back to Euro for hot chocolate. So everyone, slam that like button right now. Let me know if you're on Team Like. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a few more blocks left. Jack Torres for hot chocolate. There is a Jack Torres. That is in Grand Central Terminal. I'm not going there today. That's always a nice spot. I think there's better places than Jack Torres. That's always a nice spot. They used to be really, really good, but it kind of went a bit too commercial. And I dropped this is on Team Like. Raw is on Team Like. Anami, thank you so much for sharing a New York City Christmas. My pleasure, Anami. Thank you for tuning in. Metalhead says UT47. UT47 is amazing. I'm not sure if they even have a hot chocolate, but they are just overall amazing. Highly do recommend them. I'm not sure if they're open up today, since it's a mom and pop store. Mater is on Team Like using the custom emoji for Team Like. Thank you so much, Mater. Jen says there was a Jack Torres underground. I'm not sure if it's still open because the underground is completely being redone. So they've closed down most of the underground. Max Brenner for hot chocolate. Max Brenner is pretty far away. All the way in Greenwich Village. Darrell says UT is open today. Oh, that's awesome to hear. How do you know, Darrell? How are you privy to that information? Maureen, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, Maureen. Thank you. Maureen is a frequent super chatter and also mega urbanist. Thank you so much, Maureen, for the $10 super chat. That's so kind of you. You should get some Baked by Melissa cupcakes. There's a lot of Baked by Melissa's, yeah, all around the city. A lot of them, so yeah. They're nice. Doreen says, I think you fill a void for people who would love to be out and about, but for whatever reason can't. Been a fan for a while now. You're good at what you do. You're very personal and gregarious. Oh, I'm so glad, Doreen. Thank you so much for tuning in, Doreen. Hope you're doing well. I'm glad I can show you around, walk here on many people's behalf. The beauty of New York City. Cindy, stay tuned. Stay tuned. We are investigating. Luckily, in this immediate area, there's like a lot of options, and it's going to be all open because it's peak time for this area of New York City. Adam says, I just got back from work. How you doing? I'm doing very well, Adam. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're exploring New York City, Christmas, heading to our final stop. Hot chocolate. And if it's a last resort, coffee. Krispy Kreme? No, no, Ron, no Krispy Kreme. No Krispy Kreme. That we won't do. Ah, there is a lot of places here, everyone. This is a good place. So this is Bryant Park. Come here during the holidays, you'll find a lot of places. Great bites to eat, different types of hot chocolate, other treats. But we are going just slightly after Bryant Park to see if a specific place is open. Shago says, "Where's the snow?" Just like Batman. Where's the snow? Where is it? Unfortunately, the snow melted. And it wasn't due to some villainous plot, but due to the temperature rising and it melting. Kelly says that the snow is in Colorado. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. That's in Colorado. There's a lot of great places here. I got a feeling, everyone. I got a feeling that tonight is going to be a good night. Get some Italian donuts, says George. There is some Italian donuts here, yeah, but mine is set on hot chocolate. Morgan says, Bryant Park, because Ariel has got special plans for us. Can you feel your levels of excitement rising as we tour these beautiful streets and people? Says Morgan. Oh yeah, Morgan, so glad. Thank you for tuning in. So I covered a lot of this place just 2 days ago at night. So if you want to check out these views at night after this broadcast, just go to the live stream from 2 days ago. All right. Let's see.
So we have to go like.
Thank you. They are excellent idea.
Vas-y, au fond, sur les deux bacs. Here, tiens, Thank you. Take care.
One side is just one croissant. And then I want a couple of the macarons down
Hey, I'd love a little small hot chocolate.
And what is this?
This is a classic financier and a blueberry financier.
I'll have the classic please. And that's it.
It's $14.04.
Alright. Cool. And the receipt, please.
No problem. Can you sign for me, please?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas. All right, mission accomplished. We have retrieved a hot chocolate for Christmas. That was my one Christmas wish here for Santa. Please give me some hot chocolate on Christmas Eve. And he delivered. Here at Angelina, which is one of the most famous bakeries, chocolatiers in all of Paris. They have started since 1903. They're very famous in Paris. I tried my first hot chocolate in Paris many years ago. I was blown away. I actually did a live video of it as well. I was blown away, and they now have a New York City location, which they opened up last year, which I actually featured shortly after they opened up. And that was the one wish I had for Christmas, was to have a hot chocolate. And let's go and drink it. Is it Angelina Jolie? No, Angelina is a Parisian or French company. No relation to Angelina Jolie. Susie says if we all have a sip, there'll be nothing left. I'm so glad they have it. I was so nervous that I was gonna go up there and was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. This is sold out. Because that chocolate dispenser was looking rather empty. I was like, oh no, we have arrived at the bad time. But no, luckily we got the hot chocolate. It's already spilling out. And let's go to Bryant Park to enjoy it. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right. So hot chocolate has arrived. There's a great hot chocolate stall by the rink. I can imagine, yes, there's a few great hot chocolate spots here. But Angelina, thank you for the recommendation. I will give it a check. But Angelina has the one that's always deeply have blown me away every time I've had them. So I end up getting a hot chocolate, which I'm going to show you right now. Look at that. Super thick hot chocolate. I'm so sorry, table. I'm doing a video, so sorry I have to make a mess. But look, super hot chocolate. Oh, it's super warm. We even have a little friend here who wants some. This is a different bird. What's his name? looks like a Ryan to me. What type of bird is this? Gorgeous. Everyone say hi to Ryan. Beautiful, beautiful bird. Wow. Mesmerizing. Remember, these birds are descendant from the dinosaurs. Oh, he's getting so close to me. Wow. He's like right, almost landed on my leg. Wow. Almost landed. Basically landed on my leg. Alright. And I got a financier, which I'm not sure what it means, but it sounds like financer. And it's Ryan spelled R-I-A-N. Ryan. So he has French descendants. So I got a financier, which I never had before, but let's try this before I dip into the chocolate. And then maybe I'll dip this into the chocolate afterwards. Mmm.
Hey, buddy.
Mmm.
Yes.
Wow.
Dad just got some cider.
That's so good. There's spice in here. So there's like nutmeg or cardamom. Variety of spices. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon. It's buttery. So you get that buttery goodness out of it. A proper cake consistency. Wow. That's really good. That's a financier. And now let's try the chocolate. Cheers. Oh, he came back. Ryan came back, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan. Ryan looks like a black cat. Thank you. He really likes hanging out right by the table. Wow, that's so delicious. This is not American style. American style hot chocolate usually is milky. Sometimes comes with marshmallows. It's like typical American style, maybe with whipped cream. This one's very typical European style / French / Italian. And it's much more thicker. I'm not sure if they make it with condensed milk. Sometimes they do that in some areas of the world. But it's a very, very thick hot chocolate. Ooh. And very sweet too. Nice, sweet, hot, milky chocolate. But not American style, so it's a little bit more kind of deeper in texture. Not as thick as Spanish. Spanish is by far the thickest type of hot chocolate I've ever tried in my life. And not as spicy or kind of a kick like the Mexican hot chocolates, which tend to have that type of kick to them. Give little Rian a little financier. Here's a trick. This happens with birds. They're very friendly. Let's place it right over here. If he doesn't claim it, I will throw it out. Oh, we might have a winner. Sometimes with the sparrows, you gotta put it in a little bit of a smaller chunk. And if you just put that right there, sometimes they come. Susie says he was running. Sparrows tend to be pretty shy, but sometimes they can get very friendly. I've had a few friendly sparrows literally come up to the table before. Suzanne sent 200 stars. Thank you so much, Suzanne. So now let's dip this financier. Pardon my French pronunciation. I gotta practice before I cover Paris again.
And she did not know she was going to
Oh, look at that. It's almost like a French version of churros. The Mexican / Spanish version of churros, which you dip into the hot chocolate. Basically that.
Oh, man.
They're great individually, but it does not combine well. This is such a fragrant, there's a great amount of spices in here that almost overwhelms the chocolate. And this is so buttery smooth and a little bit moist that kind of just melts into the chocolate, and not in a good way. It kind of disintegrates, it gets soggy. So if it were a harder pastry, maybe if it was a croissant, it might be a little bit better combination. It's not the best combination, I think, adding them together, but they're great individually. I think that's why churros are hard and crunchy. They mix better with the dipping. Oh, no dipping needed, says Ludo. Stop using all caps. Yes, please stop using all caps. It was a Scottish seagull who swooped down and grabbed a big piece from your hand. Indeed he would have, yes. I'm not in the mood to dip a financier, says says S. Fields.
Yeah, very, very personal.
Ariel has a heart of gold, says George. Thank you, George. And he was running, how cute. Indeed he was running. With Spanish chocolate, you need a fork and knife to have it. Yes, Spanish chocolate can get very thick. It's by far the thickest. Spanish chocolate is meant for dipping. Oh. So everyone, thank you so much for tuning into these videos. We've been to a lot of places this year. We have at least 2 more broadcasts before the new year is rung, before 2020 comes on. Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful Merry Christmas today. If you want to see Bryant Park, I have a video just 2 days prior. I walk around here at night so you can see it, especially at night. It's very beautiful. I have a short video on TikTok about the $35 truffle sandwiches here. Go to Ariel Vieira on TikTok. If you enjoyed this broadcast, feel free to become a patron, patreon.com/urbanist or paypal.me/Ariel Vieira for a single time contribution. Like Susan, Carol, Maureen, Kay, Laureen, many others have given single contributions. Also, if you want to gift anything via the wish list, I have a wish list of a lot of travel books that I will be using for upcoming travels to show you more places around the world. So you can go to !wish list right now on YouTube and get that link right now if you want to see it. So I hope you have a Merry Christmas with you and your family. Have an amazing time, having great food, great company, great holiday cheer, maybe a good film, maybe a good series. And I hope the gifts that you end up getting are just amazing this year. I am about to head back to my family's home to celebrate, to have a good Christmas dinner, and then celebrate once more tomorrow. Everyone, thank you so much from New York City. Try Angelina's. Oh, it's a great hot chocolate. Keep being awesome, and always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
What do you want?
Starting to look like Christmas. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.